This is the, I'm standing in the stream bed that dumps into Hood Canal here. You don't notice this when the tide is up, but when it's out, you can see this stream is actually flowing in here. Of course, it's covered up during high tide. And right now I'm standing on this just gigantic bed of oysters. Oysters everywhere. These ones are not very edible, from what I'm told, because they've gotten so big. Like so many natural foods, you know, once they get big, they're just not as good eating. So you look for the little ones, and of course the little ones are all scattered in amongst the big ones. So I'm going to try to walk up here, but it's kind of difficult because of these oysters. I sometimes wonder if stepping on them hurts them, but if you've ever shucked an oyster, you know how hard they are. So I'm thinking that the crunching that I'm hearing under feet is just the oyster shells rubbing together. I'll just keep telling myself that. How much feeling could they have anyway? I mean, they're about as low on the evolutionary scale as you can get. So here's more of the stream that I'm walking through, and it runs quite a ways because this inlet goes up a long ways. So these are just homes along the North Shore Road here. Beautiful day today, Saturday, 65 degrees. There's home right there. So here we go. I'm going to walk up here now. So I don't know if you can see it in this, but there's oysters living at the bottom of the stream bed. And this is obviously fresh water. So they're pretty durable creatures, being able to survive in both fresh and salt water. More oysters. This is also a good place apparently for clams. One of the neighbors showed Kelsey and Taylor last fall where to find them here. And I guess they kind of like it in these little muddy flats here along the stream bed. So I'm just going to walk in the stream here because it's going to be the easiest. So kind of heading up here now to the point at which this fresh water comes out of the ground. There's actually a creek up on the hill up there, and the water actually flows on the surface on this creek, but then it gets into the neighborhood, and then it goes underground, and then it surfaces up here in this area right here. And I don't know if you can actually see where it bubbles up, but what the heck, let's walk in here and see if we can find it. So I don't know if you can see, but the whole bottom of this here is full of clams, empty clam shells. Well, there's oysters scattered along with them, but a lot of these are just clams. So they like it in this muddy area. I don't know how far I want to go into this. It's getting kind of soft. And I'm not seeing... Oh, wait a minute. There's where the water comes in. Right over here. kind of at the edge. I suppose makes sense. All kinds of little fish darting around in here. Yeah. Kinda looks like the water is seeping in along the edge right here. Right about here. And then kind of gets dry as you look up. So right along this fringe here looks like where this moisture seeps in. Well, if the tide comes back in early enough tonight before it's dark, I'll film this all over again, but with the water in it. Okay, that's it.